So, a very good morning, student. Once again, I welcome you all for the online lecture series on the remote sensing and GIS. So, this is your lecture in the continuation of the previous lecture. So, in previous lecture, हम बात कर रहे थे different image techniques के बारे में. तो उसमें हमारा एक point था image classification, right? तो ये entire lecture part 1 और part 2 हमने divide कर रखा है image classification से रिलेटेड कंटेंट के बारे में. तो ये इंटायर लेक्चर हमारा इमेज क्लासिफिकेशन के बारे में होगा और जो पार्ट 2 होगा वो भी इमेज क्लासिफिकेशन के बारे में होगा. उसमें हम देखेंगे कि हम उसका सब क्लासिफिकेशन, सुपरवाइज क्लासिफिकेशन और अनसुपरवाइज क्लासिफिकेशन कैसे करते हैं. तो बिफोर स्टार्टिंग दिस द इंटायर लेक्चर, पहले तो सबसे पहला क्वेश्चन यही है जो हमारे माइंड में पॉपअप हो रहा है कि इमेज क्लासिफिकेशन से आप क्या समझते हैं. So let us just jump to the slide and just come to this point कि classification word से हम क्या समझते हैं. ठीक है. So यहाँ पे we will learn how to classify a remotely sensed image into different classes, and classes will be based on the analyst wishes. ठीक है. जो भी हमारा एनालिस्ट है उसके विश पे हम उसको क्लासिफाई करेंगे. सो इफ यू वांट टू डिवाइड द होल एरिया, अगर हमने पूरे एरिया को 5x5 नेमली अगर उसको डिवाइड करना है, जैसे कि वाटर, फॉरेस्ट, अर्बन एरियाज, ओके, सो लाइक दैट यू कैन डिवाइड द होल इमेज इनटू डिफरेंट क्लासेस दैट वी विल सी इन द डिटेल टुडे. ओके. सो अगर हमको एक किसी भी इमेज को, रिमोटली सेंस इमेज को डिफरेंट क्लासेस में divide करना है on the wish of the analyst. So if you want to divide the whole area into 5 plus like water, forest and urban area, so you can divide the whole image into different classes that we have to see in today's lecture. So before we start the classification, here you know this is one satellite image. मैंने आपको एक satellite image यहाँ पे दिखा रखी है and here brightness values are गिवन. ठीक है. और ये आपका एक सैटेलाइट इमेज है, उसका सैटेलाइट डेटा यहाँ पे है, और ये आपका जो डेटा है ये बेसिकली क्या है, ये ब्राइटनेस वैल्यू यहाँ पे हमने उसको शो कर रखा है. ठीक है. तो दिस इज ओनली फॉर वन पार्ट ऑफ इट, बिकॉज फॉर द होल इमेज वी कैन नॉट डिस्प्ले द DN number here because the space is limited. So for one part this is the DN values. ये क्या है, डिजिटल नंबर है. नाउ हियर यू कैन सी दैट दीज नंबर आर बेसिकली एसोसिएटेड विथ योर पिक्सल विच इज कैप्चर्ड बाय योर सैटेलाइट इमेजेस. ठीक है. बट what about the other information, about what other information you have here? आपके पास क्या है, कुछ भी नहीं है. just dip position, that means the spatial information. so जो हमारा लैटिट्यूड है, लॉन्गिट्यूड है, एंड देन द डिजिटल नंबर. सो हियर इफ यू वांट टू आइडेंटिफाई अ हाउस हियर, और मे बी लेट अस से हियर, राइट, लेट अस से हियर. So you want to identify the forest here, then what you have to do, you have to open this image into standard false color composite, and then you have to look for the red color, because red color are representing the forest or the vegetation. हमें उसे false color composite में open करना पड़ेगा और red color को ढूंढना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि red color हमारा vegetation को क्या करता है, represent करता है. So then you can say that these are the colors which belong to forest, right, or maybe trees, or maybe the shrubs or any other vegetation which contains the chlorophyll, right. So here in this condition everything is manual. यहाँ पे सब कुछ हमारे पास manual है, but we don't want to do every time manually, because this image pixel size may be 10,000 by 10,000. So for by 10,000 by 10,000 pixel we cannot do it manually. So वहाँ पे हमको क्या करना होगा, we have to start, or we have to find a logic or a algorithm through which we can divide or identify the classes for the individual pixel. So once we have this logic, or algorithm, then the whole image will be classified into different classes, right? So here you can see these are the information given by your satellite data, but we want to have another information, that is that this DN value correspond to forest, this DN value correspond to water, this DN value correspond to concrete, this DN value correspond to maybe barren land. So here, how just a second, uh, just wait a second, I will show you. So once we have this logic or algorithm, then the whole image will be classified into different classes. Okay. So here you can see these are the information given by your satellite data, but we want to have another information, that is this DN value correspond to forest, this DN value correspond to water, and this DN value correspond to concrete, and this DN value correspond or maybe barren land, right? So here, how we can achieve this information, that is the question, and that is the classification, right? So here I want to highlight one thing. This is known as attribute. इसको हम कहते हैं attribute. So here I will highlight this thing, that is attribute. Okay. So what do you mean by attributes? So attributes are the information associated with your unique ID. So here let us assume that this latitude, longitude is unique ID because that is not going to change. So here if you can opt this particular information like this, being value correspond to forest, this value correspond to water, this value correspond to other classes, then this is known as attribute table, और इसको हम कहते हैं attribute table, right? So this is what we will get after the classification, the location, the previous DN values, or the location and the classes, right? So let us see कि ये हम करते कैसे हैं, ठीक है? तो उसके लिए just look at this slide. इस slide से आपको बहुत सारी चीजें clear हो जाएंगी. So before that, I want to show you some of the images looks like after classification. So this is one of the example here. This is the raw data. Raw data जो है वो आपका right side वाला जो है उसको हम कहेंगे raw data. This is your raw data, right? ये हमारे पास raw data है. Now you are comfortable with normal satellite image, how they look like, and this is the standard false color composite. ये part आपका standard false color composite है. So it is open with those, they are it is open with those three bands. ठीक है? Now after the classification, what is happening here? There are different colors assigned to different pixels. ठीक है? Different colors को हमने different pixels से assign कर दिया. So if you see this blue color, अगर आपने blue color को देखा, ठीक है? If you see this blue color, so blue color here also it is visible like it is water. ठीक है? So now the blue color is water body. Then this color represents dense vegetation. This is sparse vegetation. This is agriculture. Dense vegetation को ये color represent करेगा, sparse vegetation को ये color, agriculture land को ये color और urban land को ये color. ठीक है? यहाँ तक हमें बात समझ आ गई. ठीक है? So this is how we are going to achieve the classification or classified image. So here after this, now your life will be very easy, because if you want to calculate what is the area in this particular image, what is the area in particular image covered by the water body, then what will happen? Then अगर आपको क्लासिफिकेशन इस तरह से चीजों का मिल जा रहा है, ठीक है, ये वाटर के लिए है, ये डेंस वेजिटेशन के लिए है, then you have to identify the number of pixels belonging to this particular right. It is very easy. So this is how remote sensing will help you to identify the area covered by different classes in nature, right? So this is only for this particular image or the study area. अब इमेज क्लासिफिकेशन से आप क्या समझते हो, उसकी लिटरल मीनिंग क्या होती है? So what do you understand by image classification? So let us see what exactly image classification means. So assigning the pixel in the image to different categories or classes of interest. So here what we are doing, वी आर असाइनिंग ईच एंड एवरी पिक्सल। ठीक है, हम प्रत्येक पिक्सल को, अपने इमेज के प्रत्येक पिक्सल को डिफरेंट कैटेगरीज और डिफरेंट क्लासेस ऑफ इंटरेस्ट से क्या कर रहे हैं, उसमें असाइन कर रहे हैं। तो इफ दिस इज द इमेज, अगर हमारे पास एक इमेज दिया था, ये था हमारा एक इमेज, ठीक है, इफ द इमेज राइट, so this pixel, whether it belongs to forest or urban area or water or some other classes, that we need to find out. And if you do that, is known as the image classification. ठीक है, और उसी को हम image classification कहते हैं। So what exactly you mean by image classification? Image classification का मतलब हुआ assigning the pixel in the image to different categories or classes of the interest. तो हियर व्हाट वी आर डूइंग, हमने यहाँ पे हर एक पिक्सल को, अपने इमेज के हर एक पिक्सल को डिफरेंट कैटेगरीज और डिफरेंट क्लासेस, राइट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट से क्या किया, असाइन कर दिया। तो इफ दिस इज इमेज, so the pixel, whether it belongs to forest, urban area or water or some other classes, that we need to find out. And if you do that, this is known as image classification. For example, urban area, forest, water, body vegetation, geological map. So this is how we are going to use this image classification in our application, right? And to assign each pixel of the email to a particular class or category, a relationship need to be established between the data and the category. So how we will do that? Based on the relationship, we develop between the classes, like if you say forest and this is your image, and here you have dn values, right? And suppose this is the area of forest in this particular image, so you will have the dn value corresponding to this particular class, right? And then you will develop or establish a relationship, and that relationship will be used to assign each pixel of this image into different categories. So I will show you one more example of the image classification. अगर इस स्लाइड को हम देखते हैं तो हमारे पास क्या है, आप देख सकते हो कि एक सैटेलाइट इमेज है और ये उसके बगल में हमारे पास क्लासिफाइड इमेज है। ठीक है, ये हमारा रॉ इमेज है, सैटेलाइट इमेज, और उसका क्लासिफाइड इमेज ये वाला है, राइट हैंड साइड। ठीक है, अब देखो, अगेन देयर आर डिफरेंट कलर्स अवेलेबल, बट here they are only limited color. ठीक है, that means here you can find out a small change in the intensity within the class, but after the classification, what happened, the whole area, let us take the example of water, right? Or let us take the example of vegetation. So let us say this is the area for forest. Now here you can see there are some variation, right? From here to here, if you see, there are some variation, but here you can see there is only one color. There is only one color assigned to all the pixel, right? So what is happening here? We have resolved all the variation within the class, and we have given the attribute of forest, right? So this is what we are doing here. Now after this classification, you will have only few colors which will represent the different classes. ठीक है, एक और एग्जाम्पल आपको इमेज क्लासिफिकेशन का दिखाते हैं। दिस इज वन मोर एग्जाम्पल, राइट? So this is exactly classification is what meant for. Here you can see raw image, and here you can see the classified image. Okay, and one more another example here is, you can see this is the satellite image of an area. ठीक है, आगे देखते हैं। So and this is the classified image of the same area. हमारे पास एक सैटेलाइट इमेज ये था और उसका क्लासिफाइड इमेज हमारे पास ये हो गया उसी एरिया का। Now here you can see this is basically ये एक मैंने एक मैप लिया है, मान लो एग्जांपल है दिल्ली का, एंड हियर वी हैव रिजॉल्व्ड द पिक्सेल्स इनटू डिफरेंट क्लासेस, जैसे कि अर्बन, रूरल, माइनिंग, राइट? एंड देन देयर आर विद इन फॉरेस्ट there are variation. So if this is the standard classification scheme, and the color scheme which people have adopted. Now, based on this table, if you find this color, that means it represents the water body. If you find this color, that represent the river, right? River, stream, or channels. So here, if you find this color, then it is urban. If you find this color in your classified image, then it is grass or grazing. Okay. So this is how we have to make sure that we use some standard color combination, so that anybody can use or anybody can understand our classified image. That is the main objective of this classification scheme. Okay. So when we are talking about the image classification, इस slide में देखो, now there are different types of classification techniques. Okay, so here we will see that there are two different categories. First one is pixel based. Here the first one is your uh, pixel based. I will show you. So this is your pixel based classification, and next one is your object based. So it is divided into two types, that is pixel based and the object based. So here pixel based means on the basis of DN value. ठीक है, तो पिक्सल का जब भी हम नाम लेते हैं तो कौन सा बात करते हैं, DN value, that is decimal number. But in case of object based on the basis of the geometry, जब ऑब्जेक्ट बेस की हम बात करते हैं तो हम ज्योमेट्री से रिलेटेड उसको बात करते हैं. ठीक है, so can you think of the some logic like why we have made two different categories? Because you have coarse resolution data, ठीक है, medium resolution data and very high resolution data, and in terms of the spatial resolution. So if you want to go for pixel based classification, it is good for the medium and coarse, whereas this object based classification is good for high resolution data set. That means high spatial resolution data set. So this is the two different category. अब इमेज क्लासिफिकेशन को थोड़ा सा डिटेल में अगर हम एक्सप्लोर करें तो वो कुछ ऐसा है. ओके, in this slide unsupervised and supervised classification. ठीक है, तो all the information related to image classification is available. Now let us understand how this classification takes place. So there are two different categories which we have discussed in the previous slide. तो पहला था आपका DN value based. ठीक है, so it was DN value based, और दूसरा हमने जो डिस्कस किया था it was object based. So if we go for DN value based, so here this is related to DN value only, that is digital number. Now in this slide explains the pixel based classification technique. Here we can see that we have multispectral image. Here we have this multispectral image, right? And then we are using clustering. उसके बाद हम use कर रहे हैं cluster का. ठीक है, accuracy, and then other side we have multispectral image again, then training areas, clustering, and then accuracy, and then finally we will achieve our classified image. But exactly what we are doing here, let us understand that. So here in this case, basically we do not have any information about the area. So what we want to do, we want to use some logic so that this algorithm can itself develop at cluster where all the pixels belonging in a class or from a class will be clustered together or will belong to the same group. ठीक है, अब बात समझने की कोशिश करो. क्लस्टर मैकेनिज्म में सपोज करो you have plotted band 1 versus band 2, right? And here you have first class, second class, and this is left out, right? So what is happening here? We have two different groups and which contains a set of the DN number. So from a cluster you have variation in DN number. So suppose करो कि 10 to 15, ठीक है, तो अगर 10 to 15 belongs to class 1, so based on that logic you will find in your image 10 to 50 and you will assign those pixels to class 1 and 52 or maybe 51 to 100, that is class 2. Then in the image you will have class 2 all the pixels which had this 51 to 100 DN value. अब third class जो 101 से 255 है, let us say only 3 classes we have. So all the values which are between this 101 to 255, they will be in class 3. So accordingly, this image, all the bands of this image will be used here, and then based on this clustering logic, you will classify or you will assign each pixel of this class into 3 categories, right? That is class 1, class 2, class 3, and इसी को हम कहते हैं classification. But you have classified, so you will have my classification is 100% accurate, but nobody will believe unless and until you prove it. So that we need to use some accuracy assessment technique, and then we will identify what is the accuracy of my classified email, and that way we will report, and then people can accept that it is okay. This is the standard method used for the classification, and this is the standard method used for the accuracy assessment. So this classified image is good. In the other case, here you have multispectral image again, ठीक है, you have different bands here, ठीक है, multispectral में हमारे पास different bands हैं, right? Now based on your field experience or information collected from the field, you will say from this image DN value, this area or the pixel belonging to this particular area are basically forest, and pixel belonging to this particular are basically water. So that will be used to develop a set or the range of values. So here it was based on the clustering mechanism. Here it is based on the training data set. So training data sets are actually collected from the field, and that was plotted on the image, and then those areas will be used to train our algorithm and to make the clusters right. And then you will find out the classified image, and then again here also you have to use accuracy as a statement. So this is how this is the whole story of this image classification. So you have to use satellite images, you have to use either clustering mechanism or training data from the field, then you will use some algorithm to classify your image, then you have to find out what is the classification accuracy, and then you will produce your classified image and the accuracy of your classification. ठीक है, तो नेक्स्ट स्लाइड में आपको मैं एक चीज और दिखाता हूँ. See, so here when you are using the training data set from the field, it is known as supervised classification, because you are supervising the algorithm or the method to classify this image into 3 or 4 categories based on your training data. But in clustering mechanism, उसमें क्या करते हैं, actually you don't control the whole process. So basically based on the DN values and their variants and covariants, basically a different cluster will be identified. So based on that you will classify. So this is known as unsupervised classification. Let us see in the what exactly these two are separately. ठीक है, तो मैंने यहाँ पे इसको supervised classification को explain किया है slide में. Here you can see this is the here you have the multispectral data. आपके पास एक multispectral data है यहाँ पे, and this pixel, suppose you have 5 bands. ठीक है, हमारे इस pixel में 5 band हैं, right? Then this pixel will have 5 different values from different bands, right? So this is the image data set, and this pixel, basically the location of this pixel, either you have to report or you have to identify in terms of Cartesian coordinate or latitude or longitude. So let us assume we are using the Cartesian coordinate, and here the location of this pixel is 2, 7, right? So this pixel value, DN value will be used here, such as 1, DN1, DN2, DN3, DN4, DN5, and we have the information from the field that we want to classify it into 5 classes. तो वो कौन से 5 क्लासेस हैं, मैंने उसको यहाँ पे आपको यहाँ पे दिखाया हुआ है. लेट अस टेक वाटर, फॉरेस्ट, सैंड, बैरन एंड अर्बन. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे हमने इसको क्या किया है, इसको 5 में डिवाइड किया. नाउ व्हाट वी विल डू, we will find out did water, forest or the pixels belonging to water area and the dn value of this particular pixel, whether they have any similarity or not, right? So how we will do it, we'll see that the methods in detail, but this is to understand the basics of the supervised classification. So here what exactly we are doing, we are identifying an unknown pixel from the image and we have collected this information from the field. Then we have plotted this. Let us say this is water. This one is here. So we know that the range of values, DN values are coming from this particular class. So again, from for this training data, you have 5 different layers because the area which you have selected, the GCPS, ground control point, that will be plotted here. So क्या होगा? Now when you know that ये एरिया जो है हमारा वाटर के लिए है, you will have 5 sets of DN values because you have 5 different bands. And once you have that, then you can see some logic or method or algorithm to assign the particular pixel in any of this class. ठीक है, तो supervised classification आपका ये हुआ. तो इसका मतलब ये हुआ, once you do that, then क्या होगा, you will have a classified image. आप supervised classification के बाद आपके पास एक classified image मिलेगा where each pixel is assigned to at least one class. So now here you can see all these colors are available in this image. ठीक है, सारे colors इस image में हमारे available हैं. ठीक है, all the colors are available in this image. So based on this table you can understand this is basically forest, right? आप इस टेबल को अगर देखोगे तो वहां से क्लासिफाई कर सकते हो कि ये हमारा फॉरेस्ट है, ये हमारा सैंड है, ये हमारा बैरन लैंड है, ये हमारा अर्बन है, ये हमारा वाटर है. So all the colors or all the classes which we have used to train my algorithm, that is available, and all the classes are available in my classified image. So here we have 3 different stages. ठीक है, हमारे पास 3 different stage हुए. First one is your training stage. ठीक है, ये हमारा पहला स्टेज है, दैट इज योर ट्रेनिंग स्टेज. दूसरा है हमारा क्लासिफिकेशन, फिर हमारा तीसरा आउटपुट स्टेज. तो ये हमारा जो है ये टोटल है सुपरवाइज क्लासिफिकेशन के बारे में. तो हमारा 2 तरीका हुआ इमेज क्लासिफिकेशन का. पहला है हमारा लर्निंग टेक्निक और अनदर वन इज योर फीचर सेट, राइट? पहला लर्निंग टेक्निक है और दूसरा फीचर सेट है. तो लर्निंग टेक्निक में बेसिकली हम इट enables to learn the changes in a system. ठीक है, it enables to learn the changes in a system that improves the performance of the same task in the next iteration. So can you imagine some example of the real world example? Forget about ये remote sensing को अगर छोड़ दें तो कोई example अगर आपको याद आ रहा हो तो so when you carry a bottle, अगर आपने एक बॉटल कैरी कर रहे हो और वो 5 लीटर का पानी कैरी कर रहा है, so how to hold this one and how to carry this one, that actually will learn with time. So slowly you will improve your skills, right, to give maximum performance or to improve the performance. That is actually the learning technique. उसी को हम कहते हैं लर्निंग टेक्निक. ठीक है, तो उस वाटर बॉटल को हम कैसे कैरी करेंगे, ये हमें टाइम के साथ हम उसमें इम्प्रूवमेंट करते रहते हैं. एक और कुछ एग्जांपल लेते हैं लर्निंग टेक्निक का. आप सभी ड्राइविंग करते हो, ठीक है, यू ऑल डू ड्राइविंग, राइट? So the moment you start driving or learning, then what happen? पहले तो आप you will fail at various attempt, first attempt, second attempt. Okay, third time you will learn something, then fourth time it will be better. फिर उसके बाद 50-60 बार करते करते you will start driving slowly. So this is how we learn ourselves with our mistakes or with our logic. So that is best example of learning technique. दूसरा आप एग्जांपल ले लो कुकिंग, द मोर यू कुक द मोर यू विल लर्न. So exactly the same thing, the same logic we will apply in image classification also. So there is one एक और example है solving mathematical problem. जैसे कि it is not like that if I tell you to solve this problem, you will just do it immediately. आप practice करोगे, you will solve much faster. Then you will again practice. So the same logic has been used for or adopted for the image classification, where we learn or we will give some fundamental information to our method, and then slowly in each iteration it will learn itself and it will improve the accuracy of the classification. So the major types of learning actually include supervised learning and unsupervised learning. So two major types है आपका learning, right? Supervised and unsupervised. So supervised learning में we have to, or the analysis have to supervise the whole procedure, ठीक है. और in unsupervised learning क्या होता है, there is no one to guide us. So you have given the basic information and the system will start learning itself. So in supervised learning it requires information at the beginning of the process. तो अगर आपको प्रीवियस स्लाइड मेरी याद हो, मैंने आपको बताया था कि वी विल कलेक्ट सम ट्रेनिंग डेटा एंड दिस फॉरेस्ट, ये वाटर है, दिस इंफॉर्मेशन विल प्रोवाइडेड इन द बिगिनिंग ऑफ द प्रोसेस एंड द सिस्टम विल लर्न, राइट. So supervised and controlled by user. So this is the benefit of supervised learning. यही आपका सबसे बड़ा benefit है कि supervised and controlled by the user. So in the previous one, I gave you that some examples like driving, cooking, and solving. So if you want to solve a numerical, so beginning you need a teacher. So who will teach you how or what is the basic of math or the physics or chemistry, and then slowly you will learn that, and then you can solve your own. So that is basically supervised. But next day you have a car. अगर आपके पास car in front of your home and you want to drive right and nobody is there to teach you, but slowly you have learned. So that is unsupervised learning. आपने धीरे धीरे खुद से सीखा, वो हो गया सुपर. डेटा आपको पहले दे दिया गया, सुपरवाइज नहीं दिया गया, खुद से किया, तो अनसुपरवाइज लर्निंग. तो एक अनसुपरवाइज लर्निंग में इट लर्न्स थ्रू सम स्टैंडर्ड साइंटिफिक लॉ एंड रिकॉग्नाइजेस द अननोन पैटर्न. एक पुराने पैटर्न को हम रिकॉग्नाइज करके उसको उसी को फॉलो करके सीखने की कोशिश करते हैं. So I told you that image is if you plot the CN values, it will be something like that. So you will find that maybe in this particular section all the DM values are clustered together. So this in the beginning, this will be your cluster one or the class one, right? So next maybe you can group these 4 into one class. So then they are into one class. These 3 into one class, these 2 into one class, and these 2 into one class. These 2 into one or maybe left alone. All right. So this is what we are doing in unsupervised learning. So based on some standard scientific law and recognizes the unknown pattern. Okay. So these pattern they are unknown before. ठीक है, ये पैटर्न हमको पहले से नहीं पता होता है, बट वंस आप उस प्रोसीजर को स्टार्ट करते हो, then system has identified some unknown pattern and system has grouped them into few categories or classes or the clusters, right? So next one is your feature set. So based on the attributes of the input data, the pixels are assigned to different classes. So ये हो गया आपका थर्ड कैटेगरी, where we provided information about the feature, कि उसका शेप क्या है, साइज क्या है, डायमेंशन क्या है, राइट? ठीक, शेप क्या है, साइज क्या है, उसका डायमेंशन क्या है, राइट? उस पर्टिकुलर ऑब्जेक्ट का, एंड इफ द मेथड आइडेंटिफाइज इन द image we have similar information, then what will be grouped into that class type. So based on the attributes of the input data, the pixels are assigned to different classes. This is what feature set meant. ठीक है, तो एक बार और देखो, तो supervised image classification में the classifier is supervised. ठीक है, the classifier is supervised. ठीक है,
or guided by the analyst with his expertise or knowledge. Because it is very important to note here that supervised classification request field information. So the analyst who is going to perform this image classification, B or C, he should know the area, and C should have, or he should have the information from the field. तो सपोज करिए आपके पास एक इमेज है और एनालिस्ट शुड नो दैट ओके दिस इज बॉन्डिंग coordinates of forest class, right? This is the bonding coordinates of water class. So this is the bonding coordinate of urban area. So based on this information, you can identify the pixels belonging to these class. What is the range of the values and whether they have any tendency to cluster together. So that will be supervised by your analyst. So here expertise and knowledge, it is involved. The next point है कि number of classes are identified by the analyst. So here, since this is supervised classification, so you have to tell that okay, only the 3 classes I want in my classified image. So in that case, what will happen? The pixel belonging to these classes will be classified, right? And pixel belonging to maybe some other class like some rock type, right, and which I have not given any input, so that will be left out from this classification. So what will happen in the output? This pixel will not be classified, only these 3 classes will be available. In unsupervised image classification, classifier group the image pixel to different classes identified using the statistical similarity. So I told you based on the clustering method, whether it is not, whether it is in the class or whether it is in this class, that has to be identified using this statistical. So the next one is hybrid image. Okay. So hybrid image classification. So this is actually the process starts with unsupervised clustering method, and subsequently analysts will guide the process for more accurate results. So basically here we are doing unsupervised classification, and then here we are changing it to supervised. So you can see here we started with unsupervised. So it will tell you, okay, this pixel or this is the number of class in this image, but I want one more plus here. So that I can add later whether I am running this supervised classification. So the output of this unsupervised clustering will be modified by the analyst based on his or her field experience, and you will get this hybrid classification. Okay, so so this is how we have classified the image, that is supervised image classification, unsupervised image classification, and hybrid image classification, right? So So this is all about the image classification. Next lecture, we will talk about the unsupervised classification. So in the image classification, we have this much in the part 1. So हमने ये classification देख लिया. Right. Now, if you have any doubt till now, or in any of my lecture, you can write directly to ankur495@bit.ac.in. And also, if you have also any doubt, okay, you can just note down Ankur 495 at the rate bit.ac.in. Okay, you can directly write to this mail. And then also, if you have any doubt, you can just put your messages in the comment box. So thank you, student. Thank you for learning to online mode. And we'll back with some other content on the remote sensing and GIS, including the unsupervised classification. Thank you. Have a nice day. God bless you.